Hello everyone, I am Dr. Prajakta Deshmukh from KG College of Engineering and Management Research, Pune. Today we are going to discuss basic things of water under the heading of Introduction of Water. Index means which points we are going to discuss. First one, introduction. Second one, why there is a need of water, physical properties of water, chemical properties, structure of water, and sources of water. So first one is introduction. Water is a chemical substance with formula H2O. Everyone familiar with this? Water is one of the most abundant commodities in nature, but also the most misused one. Water covers nearly 3/4 area of the Earth's surface as a liquid or solid ice. Water is nature's most precious gift to mankind. It is the most essential thing for the existence of any life in any form. As a matter of fact, every living creature requires water for its survival. A major part of all living organism is made up of water. Water was believed to be an element until Henry Cavendish prepared water in 1781 by igniting a mixture of 2 volumes of hydrogen and 1 volume of oxygen. Due to this experiment, it was proved that water is a chemical compound of hydrogen and oxygen. Water is essential for life on Earth. Water is needed for growing food, keeping ourselves clean, generating power, controlling fire, and most important, to stay alive. This list is simply non-ending. This shows that water is an integral part of our daily life and we are heavily dependent on it. So water is not only essential for the lives of animal and plants, but also occupies unique position in industries. Probably its most use as an engineering material is in the steam generation. Water is also used as a coolant in power and chemical plants. In addition to it, water is widely used in other fields such as production of steel, rayon, paper, atomic energy, textiles, chemicals, and many more. Water appears in nature in all 3 common states of matter: solid, liquid, and gaseous. Human body contains about 60% water. Water can be split into hydrogen and oxygen by electrolysis process. Now next one is why there is a need of water. Why water is essential? First point, to carry nutrients and waste in the body, to lubricate joints, digestive tract, and body tissues, to cool the body, especially during the periods of physical activity, to be used in factories, hotels, agriculture, and many more. The next one is physical properties. First one, pure water is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. Its freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius and boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. Pure water is a bad conductor of electricity because it's slightly ionized. It is a universal solvent. It is neutral to litmus. Water is transparent and thus aquatic plants can live within the water because sunlight can reach. Bond angle is 104.5 degree. Now next one is chemical properties. What are the chemical properties of water? So first one is water reacts with a lot of substances to form different compounds. Water can act as both acid and base, which means that is amphoteric in nature. During the process of photosynthesis, water is oxidized to oxygen. As water can be oxidized and reduced, it is very useful in redox reactions. Water has a very strong hydrating tendency due to its dielectric constant. it dissolves many ionic compounds. Electropositive elements reduce water to hydrogen molecule, and thus water is a great source of hydrogen. With the help of electrolysis process, we can separate out hydrogen and oxygen from water. Now next one is structure of water. What type of structure is there? So these are the three figures. This is a figure of water molecule. And here visualize three different ways. First one, that is a ball and stick model. Second one, space filling model. And third one, structural formula with partial charges. Water is a simple molecule consisting of one oxygen atom bonded to two different hydrogen atoms. Because of the higher electronegativity of oxygen atom, the bonds are polar. The oxygen atom attracts the shared electrons of the covalent bonds to a significantly greater extent than the hydrogen atoms. As a result, the oxygen atom requires a partial negative charge and hydrogen atoms each acquire a partial positive charge. The molecule adopts a bent structure because of the two lone pairs of electrons on the oxygen atom. The hydrogen-oxygen-hydrogen bond angle is 104.5 degree, slightly smaller than the ideal 109.5 degree, and it involves sp3 hybridized orbital. The next one is sources of water. See, water present on Earth passes through a remarkable cycle of changes. From seawater, it forms water vapor and then clouds, from where it comes down as a rainwater and flows as a mineral water, river water, and finally comes again as a seawater. Thus, there are various forms of sources of water. The sources of water are broadly classified into three types. First one, rainwater, surface water, and underground water. So first one is rainwater. Second one, surface water. Surface water again subdivided into three types. First one, river water, sea water, lake water. Third one is underground water. Underground water again subdivided into two types, spring water, well water. Now start with the first one, rainwater. So first one is rainwater. It is natural form of water because it is obtained by evaporation of surface water. When rainwater coming down to earth, first it comes in contact with atmospheric gases. Which atmospheric gases? For example, CO2, NO2, SO2, and many more, which get dissolved in water. Suspended solid particles, both organic as well as inorganic, contribute to the contamination of water. This is the first one. Second one, surface water. Surface water, it is again classified into three types. First one is river water. River water, these are fed by rain and spring water and flows over the surface of land. These consist of dissolved as well as suspended impurities. The next one is seawater. Seawater, it is the most impure form of naturally occurring water. Rivers, when they join the sea, carry both dissolved and suspended impurities. The waste from domestic as well as industries are thrown into sea, which make seawater very impure. Then third one is lake water. Lake water is the accumulation of rainwater in lower lying areas. It has almost constant composition of impurities, but contain high quantity of organic matter. Then third one is underground water. Underground water, in that it is classified into two types, spring water and well water. Underground water, clear in appearance but contain high quantity of dissolved salts. About 1/3 of rainwater percolates into the soil. This water continues to move downwards till it touches the hard surface of the rock, and during this journey many salts dissolve in it. So these are the few reference research paper. Okay, thank you. This is all about the introduction of water.